Hi everyone. Today we're going to have a really interesting comparison. We're going to compare Miele Front-Load compact laundry to Speed Queen top-load laundry. Really looking at the washers here, kind of a unique comparison. Now, why would we be comparing these kind of seemingly very different machines?
Quality, both good quality pieces and capacity. There's a capacity story to the tell.
Okay.
But let me talk about with Speed Queen. Speed Queen is a very simple machine, and that's kind of the beauty of it. This is for a customer that says, hey, I've had front loaders, maybe they're not for me, or they have a space consideration, they need a top loader, and they're just asking what's the best unit. This is kind of a throwback unit. I mean, you're not going to get all the gimmicks and the bells and whistles and digital and so on and so forth. It's just a tried and true belt-driven machine. The belt gives a lot of flexibility if that machine were to rock off balance. So therefore, a lot less service calls than where most of the machines have gone today with a direct drive and a sharing pin system where when they rock out of control, they're made to break. This is somebody that says, hey, water isn't my primary focus, although they're become more energy efficient, certainly not compared to a front loader. They want a good quality machine that's going to last, workhorse, that has an agitator, and that's one of the things that it does. That agitator certainly churns clothes, and that's what you need to do, and that agitator will do that. So a good washing machine, a little tougher on your clothes comparative to the machine you're going to talk about in a second here, but again, Speed Queen, that being that machine, 3.2 cubic feet. And let's talk about that capacity. The capacity in that auger we talk about takes up about half a cubic foot, half to 3/4 of a cubic foot of actual space. So at 3.2 cubic feet, when you remove, half to 3/4 of a cubic foot, you're almost right back to a Miele at basically rounding up 2.3 cubic feet.
Yeah,
So
and really the difference there too, like that it's that usable capacity. So as with the top, like any top load with the agitator that we'd always recommend with a top loader, that like you said, there's less usable space and you're kind of placing around that agitator. With the Miele, it's definitely easier to load because it's just that front load machine, no agitator to work around. You talk about the Speed Queen 2 being really good for rugged, dirty clothes, like that sort of thing. Miele is almost the opposite, where Miele can be very gentle on your clothes. So if you have more delicate linens and wools and things like that, Miele is actually a really good machine for that. They have a honeycomb drum in their washer that kind of allows the clothes to just kind of glide and the water to get underneath them. So really kind of delicate. They do a great job kind of with those kind of more clothes that you get maybe a little bit more nervous to throw in the washer machine. And then with it being more European laundry, definitely going to give you that efficiency story. Less water usage, high spin speed of 1600 RPMs too, which means you're going to spend a lot less time in the dryer. So it really gives you that efficiency story. The really longevity story and the reliability of a Miele is really kind of second to none as well. And then features, depending on the machine that you get, they're definitely going to be more tech driven than a Speed Queen. You can have features in the higher end of things like TwinDos, where really you can actually put detergent into the machine, and it really has a specific formula engineered by Miele of when to put the detergent, how much detergent to use based on the load that's in there. So Miele is really going to give you kind of capacity very similar when you're really kind of looking at usable space, but just some differences there if you're looking at something to take care of your more delicate clothes, more water efficiency, energy efficiency. Miele is really probably bar none. It's an overall best overall laundry product that
yeah, so
on the
if you're
market.
that customer looking for that workhorse, just dirty clothes, want them to wash, don't need all the bells and whistles, but want something that works and doesn't really love the idea of a front loader, Speed Queen's your brand. If you're that customer that has those great clothes, dry cleaning, spend a lot of money on it, it is really dry cleaning in your home, really getting very particular on how it cares for the clothes as well with a great service story.
Absolutely.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for appliance tips and updates from Miele Appliance.
Your feedback is what shapes our series. Like what you saw, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
Stay informed and inspired on all your appliance needs. This is Appliance Advisors signing off.